Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. Our scenario is Operation Fulminate, the Sentinels of Twilight. It's included in the Delta Green Handler's Guide, and it was written by Dennis Detweiler. Our game master is Ford Fitch, and this is episode 5. Our recap will be given by David Gassaway as Agent Angler. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Dave?
Thank you. I'm going to try in this brief report, to refer to things that are purely factual, although under the circumstances that may prove somewhat difficult. This night at the opera began with a relatively intelligible challenge. A child went missing from the Hetch Hetchy parkland in Yellowstone in the year 1980, and that child, naked, hungry, and frightened, has appeared, still 6 years old, in the last 24 hours. He's contacted his family in the Midwest, and they are coming, and we later learn that the FBI, including his uncle, are also on their way to investigate this matter, so we have little time. As far as we can tell, the child is authentically the individual who went missing decades ago, although he has undergone extensive and mysterious surgeries that he does not seem to be aware of. And he's also tattooed significantly, a mark that we eventually determine signifies his gender and number. His description of where he's been in the intervening time involves scary clowns and other children and blue caves, none of which we could physically find any current manifestation of. We have, however, identified entities that seem to be responsible for his departure and return. They appear to have technology to change their shape, their size, to disappear into thin air. We took the boy, and as it happened, a second version of the same boy, Brandon, who appeared some 24 hours after the first, with a different tattoo, and we fled, but not very successfully. These entities appear also to be able to manipulate human beings. We left in 2 vehicles. I was compelled to turn back by intrusive thoughts over which I had no control. We lost 1 vehicle there. We managed to move forward. There have been sightings of one of these creatures, which can look like a Native American or a strange white-faced, red-lipped, clown-like figure in exaggerated Native American style garb. We've seen them as 1, we've seen them as 2, we've seen them as 3. 3 of them impeded our departure, and they were meters high, much larger than a human being. One of them cast some sort of weapon onto our second vehicle, which, for lack of a better expression, ate that vehicle and ate the corpse of the second version of the boy, which Agent Nunk was compelled to shoot by, again, intrusive alien thoughts. Since then, we've fled on foot in various directions. Nunk along the main road, Agent Marshall and I with the surviving version of Brandon off to one side. I'm not sure of the exact location of Agents Cassidy and Cash, although Cash also has received a gun wound thanks to the intrusion of these thoughts from these presumably alien entities. It's late, we're exhausted, and we're trying to get the single surviving version of Brandon out of the park and hopefully back into the real world.
Excellent. Cool. Ford?
Okay, everybody. We're going to start off with a sit rep on everybody. Go ahead and roll intelligence rolls for everyone. This is just basically to give information that your characters would have.
4 out of 80.
12.
44. Double four.
44.
Oh, nice.
97.
Okay.
So I, in fact, did not pass.
Nunk, what you get?
I got 12.
12, okay. Cash, what you get?
44 out of 80.
Okay.
Which is a critical.
Angler and I
there
have
were
the
three?
same exact roll. So like everybody gets 44s but
I
me.
rolled
Okay.
a 44 also.
Yeah.
Three
Okay.
44s.
Weird.
Doubles are usually
Doubles are crits.
Delta Green.
Okay, Agent Cassidy. You're walking towards the trees. It's taking you a while. Things are pinging in the back of your head, but the thing that's really going at you right now is I got to get to those trees.
Yep.
And it's hard going. The ground is nothing but rocks and all kinds of impassable stuff. Your flashlight flickers, you see shadows. It's slow going, rough going, and your mind's just racing in all the wrong directions. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Agent Nunk.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a listen roll.
Oh, 75. How good is my listen? I don't think it's that good.
Or it's actually not.
Yeah.
It'd be alertness actually.
Alertness.
Alertness.
Yeah, I'm not that alert.
Okay.
So I'm just walking down the road whistling.
Okay. It's going down. Pavement's wet. It's just raining. You pretty much get the sense that they're not after you. And if they were, they would have been. Everybody's gone to the Four Winds. You kind of get the idea that you might get lucky and run into Cash because he kind of went down in a direction that was at least parallel with the road.
Okay.
You don't know how far he went. But you also have pretty good feeling that they're going after Marshall and Angler specifically. As for Hearts, probably not, because if they haven't gone after you, they probably wouldn't go after her.
They're going after the kid, so they're going after Angler with the kid. And at this point, I'm pretty much convinced that they just want the boy back because he's in danger.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to somehow get a hold of Delta Green and inform them of what's going. Somebody has to survive. So I'm heading down the hill, and you say that the big ranger station is farther down the hill. So.
Yes, the Mather Ranger Station's down the hill. It's about a good 5 to 7 miles roughly from where you're at.
So it's going to take me hours to get there.
It's a good few hours to get there. I mean,
Right.
it'll be just before dawn before you get there with the current conditions and stuff. But you're also thinking that if you can get out of the get down the road a bit and closer towards the station, you might be able to pick up on some Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Over there and be able to at the very least call in and get something set up.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to walk for a while and think about everything that's happened. And
go ahead and make another intelligence roll there for thinking. Now that you got a bit of time.
I got 49 out of 50. Wait, intelligence?
Intelligence.
Yeah, I got 49 out of 75, so that's cool.
Okay. Your mind's firmly planted on getting down and hopefully getting some signal to call in.
Okay.
Okay. Agent Cash.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're in the middle of pouring rain. Close. Are you? Well, I don't recall. Were you on the road or were you?
I was on the
by
road. I had just injected myself with some adrenaline through like an EpiPen type of deal.
Okay. The adrenaline helps. It helps, at least keep you going. But you know pretty darn well that you're gonna run out of gas here very soon. The rain's gonna just slow you down, and if any significant breeze hits you, you're looking at potential hypothermia. Your situation is not looking good. Survival instincts would say build the fire, but it's up to you to be whether or not you're convinced that the strangers or the giants are looking at you, looking into you there.
Didn't you mention that there was some sort of a building that we saw or something like that, somewhat near here, or like
The closest actual building is. Go ahead and make an intelligence roll on that. Actually,
68 out of 80.
okay. The closest building that you could figure is going to be the Mather Ranger Station, although something in the back of your mind is pinging that to the west and more specifically the northwest is down in the valley past the dam. There might be some facilities there that water and power.
And how far away would that be?
That you have no idea from where you're at. Although road-wise, say about anywhere 2 to 3 miles.
I'm gonna try to hustle it as much as I can to get there.
But what also comes into your mind with that is, unless you get to an access road, it's going to be pretty much a rocky wilderness and then a drop off into the valley, a steep drop off.
Well, that's a no-go. All right. Do I have any sense of where anybody else is located or no?
Not at this time. Rain's coming down in sheets. You're wet, you're miserable, but you're still kind of trotting along. That adrenaline's kind of keep you going for now.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to push to the, I guess, towards the ranger station. It's the best option I have.
Well, you figure at the best it's going to take you all night to get there, given the current conditions, if you stay to the road. And that's
I gotta stay to the road. I think there's these little zombie people in the forest, so I'm pretty nervous about going into the forest right now.
And they're still out there. And note that is something that does come to mind is those, well, you might not see the, might not see the giants. Those chopped up children are probably going to be coming back your way one way or another.
I think I do have on my night vision stuff.
Okay.
For tonight. So I'm going to keep an eye open to see if I can see Nunk or anybody else in the woods, or see if there's anybody else approaching. And if I see somebody that looks like Nunk or something, I'm going to flash my flashlight or something in their direction.
Okay, go ahead and make a awareness roll. Or alertness, rather, excuse me. I apologize, I'm thinking several different systems at once here.
50 out of 40.
50 out of 40. Okay. Don't see anything.
I'm just going to try to stay to the road. That's all I can do.
Okay. All right. Marshall and Angler. Yeah.
I believe that I've ended the Marshall for the time being, and we're just trudging downhill.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you are going downhill. What goes through your mind is you're not sure which side of the road you're on at this time, because you guys just bolted out of there and got out. The road should be relatively nearby, but one thing that does come to both your minds is that from what you looked at the maps and stuff is that if you are now to the west and north of the road, you're going to end up in that steep valley that goes down from the O'Shaughnessy Dam. Marshall and Angler, go ahead and make a alertness rolls.
What roll?
Alertness. 40
Alert.
out of 50.
Okay.
51 out of 50. I'll spend luck on that if that's the thing.
All right, go ahead and roll luck dice.
68. No good.
Okay. Yeah, you hear a little something, Marshall. That's kind of getting you going in the back of your mind, going, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta move. Let's move. And I just bundle the kid a little more and keep going. I still have my shotgun in one hand and the kid in the other.
No problem. The kid's kind of groans and mutters and stuff, but he's still out of it. He's not in as deep of a comatose state as he was, but he's still out of it enough so that he's not active.
All right.
Marshall, I really didn't want those things to get this kid. Those things really want this kid. I don't know why, but it's ugly and inhuman.
Yeah. Just
Okay. I've got a flashlight. I'll try to go ahead a little bit to make it easier for you with the burden.
all right. Just spiral.
You think this is south?
Sorry, say it again?
You think this is south, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right. I'm going to try to hold to that.
Okay. You guys are proceeding. We'll get back to you here in just a little bit. Agent Nook, go ahead and make another alertness roll. You're muted.
92.
Okay, 92.
Apparently, I'm completely oblivious.
Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution roll.
08.
Okay, you're still going strong despite the
Yeah.
fact that the breeze is coming in and starting to chill you down a bit, but it's not bothering you.
I'm a hardy individual.
There you go.
I know what I've got to do.
All right, Agent Cash. Go ahead and do alertness roll.
Okay.
I'm reciting Italian poetry at this point.
I got a 16 out of 40.
Okay. You hear something on the wind, and it sounds vaguely Italian.
Oh, okay. That's unusual. I look around in the direction with my night vision goggles.
Not seeing anything quite yet.
Who do I know? Oh, Italian. Nunk's a linguist. I think it's probably, does it sound like his voice? In Italian?
With that roll, it's safe to say that might actually be, that might be him.
Okay, against my better judgment, I'm going to start heading in his direction.
Okay, you're going to have to backtrack.
About how far?
Not sure.
Yeah, I'll backtrack a little bit. I'm going to flash my flashlight as I get a little closer to, in some fashion.
Okay.
Like the SOS thing.
Before too much, Nook, you notice out there in the dark with the rain, you notice what looks to be a little bit of a light going intermittently on and off.
I go.
You guys are close. You're close enough. You hear somebody whistling to you.
I'll mimic the whistle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Cash's whistle. Cash.
Nunk?
Yeah, I'm over here on the road. Keep coming.
I go to the road.
All right. Go ahead and make a Constitution roll, Cash.
Okay, before I make that Constitution roll,
Yes.
Is it possible, given the fact that I am a doctor, that I could make a medicine roll to try to take appropriate precautions to keep myself from getting hypothermia?
Like getting out of the rain.
Getting out of the rain.
I mean, yeah,
That's
but
about
they
the only-
do say that like keeping moving and stuff like that, or different things. I don't know if there's some way that I can like give myself a bonus or something. By
All right.
With his weight, he should be overheating, actually.
I'm taking that into account.
There's
Basically,
also a
you don't
bloodline.
have to roll for anything. It's basically either keep moving or get into shelter and
I'm gonna
somewhere warm.
keep moving towards Nunk.
Okay.
Constitution. I got 33 on my Constitution out of 35.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, and it's 33. That's a double.
Okay, and it is a double. You do feel that you do kind of feel the first pangs of the adrenaline wearing off, but you think you can keep it going for a little while longer. But you're going to have to get out of this.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I'm going to need for you to provide a shelter somewhere for us.
Well, there's a lot going around you. You just need to.
Because I've got a survival 10. So.
But yes, you and Angler eventually meet up.
You mean Nunk?
Or no, excuse me. I'm sorry.
So you see his green eyes coming out of the shadow.
Oh, jeez. I'm right over here. I'm sure you can see me like broad daylight.
Yep.
All I can see is two creepy green eyes coming out of the darkness. I said, well, the ranger station is this way, and that's where I'm headed.
All right. Well, at least we'll be together, but we got to get out.
Do you know anything? What happened? You guys
I don't know. We got separated, and I assume that they're probably after the boy, whoever has the boy.
Well, they are after the boy. The whatever they are, the Indians. They're protecting the boy from something. I don't know what, and they want him back.
We got to keep moving though while we talk. We can't stop.
Well, I'm hoping that Angler figures that out.
I'm starting to get the beginnings of hypothermia right now, so we got to get somewhere fast.
Well, let's walk vigorously. Are you up for that?
As much as I can. I've got probably 1 or 2 more doses of this EpiPen.
Are you juicing up?
I am juicing up right now. No.
Juice. Yeah, that's dangerous, dude. That's a real strain on your heart.
I know, but I got to get, it's either that or die of hypothermia in the woods.
How cold is it?
It's cold enough that if you kept on getting wet and staying out there and that breeze picks up, you'll start feeling effects. You're doing fine right now.
Let's
you probably note that he's actually holding up pretty well though for having initial hypothermia and walking all this distance.
Well, you don't have hypothermia yet, but you're at risk. Both of you are at risk, but Nunk's handling it better.
Well, Doc, you know better than I do how to handle it. I say we just keep going. We should be to the ranger station before dawn.
Are you any good at survival methods at all? Like, can you construct a thing if we need it?
Not particularly. I'm a linguist.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, let's keep moving. We can't stop. So,
I suppose if we see a cave or anything, caves in general tend to be around 54 degrees on the inside. Yeah. That's not going to do any good.
Well, it can help because it can cut that wind down.
Well, and I don't know how we could light a fire in all this. There's not a dry piece of wood for 100 miles in any direction. So let's just keep going. If you start to feel faint or something, quite honestly, as I've been walking here, I've been thinking that maybe we need to go back, but I don't think that's an option now that we've met up.
Well, we're so far away from both ends. Well,
I'm just thinking that Agent Angler needs to give that kid to the I don't know if they're Indians, or I guess they've been here longer than we have, so I can't really call them aliens, though they sure look alien to me.
The tribe of the ley lines.
I think that I don't know what. I think that somehow, I just consider psychologically the kid's been in their care for the last 38 years. The kid's coming into a world that's dangerous to him. I think they're just trying to keep him safe. I don't know what the answers are, but at this point, we're way over our heads.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll keep our fingers crossed for those guys, and we'll just march You know, if you need to stop and take a rest, you tell me.
And I'm going to keep pushing as much as I can.
Hopefully we won't have to like get naked and conserve body heat or anything like that.
Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do in certain situations.
Let's go. So we're going to keep going.
Okay. Agent Hertz. Okay, go ahead and make a luck roll.
Oh boy. 17. I passed
17.
something.
Not a problem. Okay. You get to a point where you start seeing more trees around you, but you also see a open area to your right.
Okay.
Just kind of in the shadows and all the stuff there. And also you notice the rain's letting up a little bit on your end.
Ooh, excellent. So to my right is it's just like the empty rock field like I was in.
Yeah, you're still in an empty rock field, but you're coming closer to the tree line. And you have a rogue tree every so often, individual rogue tree. And you notice that there is a open area to your right.
And is that the valley?
Oh, you need to go up there and have a look.
Yeah, I'll go over there and check.
Okay, let's do your constitution roll there, since you've been out in the wet stuff for a while.
All right. 26, I pass.
Okay. You get over there, and it's not the valley, but you come up to an over embankment, and below is the road.
Woohoo! I'm gonna go down to the road.
Okay, go ahead and let's see, what would be the make an athletics roll.
Athletics. All right, here we go. Nope, I failed that.
All right, your foot hits a rogue rock. You slide down on your bum. Go ahead and make another athletics roll.
That is a critical fail, 44.
Okay, you go tumbling over.
And that's how that works, doubles in the
And
yeah.
And you end up in the ditch by the road. Go ahead and take a point of damage.
All right. I'm trying very hard not to exclaim in pain because I'm worried about my safety.
You've strained stuff. If you want to take it any further in character, you can, but...
I'm going to try to slowly start picking myself up off, and I'm going to start heading, almost limping, just downhill, basically.
Okay,
Just
no problem.
Down is the way to safety.
Yep, down is the way to safety on this road. No problem. Go ahead and make another Constitution check.
6. So that's bad.
Okay, no problem. You're muddy, but you're muddy and wet, and but you're still chugging along without too much of a problem.
Excellent.
Okay, Marshall and Angler.
Yep.
What's the plan? Which way are you heading?
Marshall's got a sense of what south is. I have some faith in him.
Okay.
And we're making as much, as rapid progress as we can under the circumstances. We've both got flashlights and urgency.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll alertness rolls, both of you.
All right. 60 out of 50. I failed that one.
Okay,
Yeah, I failed as well. 79 for 50.
no problem. Go ahead and make intelligence rolls.
That's more my speed. Nope. 86.
Okay.
I failed that also. 54 out of 50.
All right. Okay. just kind of speed things up. Make a luck roll.
29.
Okay.
I failed 69.
Okay. Angler, as you guys are moving down ways, it's been the better part. You can't really tell. You haven't really checked your watches very much. You haven't heard
Sure.
anything other than typical force noises and stuff. And even then, it still has you guys jumping. But after a while, you end up coming across the trail.
Okay. Did we come across it perpendicular, or is it leaning one way or another?
The trail goes to your left and to your right, kind of one end heading downhill, the other one heading uphill.
And does downhill look like the southerly direction we were traveling, or?
That's it. That's basically how the road and everything else is set up. So you figure going downhill will take you towards safety.
Excellent. So
Right. Marshall, this is good. You want to go left down here?
Yeah, downhill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad we're in agreement. How's the kid?
Seems.
Kid's all right.
Remember, I have that windbreaker thing, that poncho. So I stuck him under and like ripped it a little, so his head was out, or keep him under, whatever works for him.
You also notice he's shaking a bit too. So
Well,
he's starting to get
I'm hoping between my body heat, him against me, and the poncho over, it's a raincoat type thing. So underneath that plastic, it might get a little warm.
Yeah, I bet you're pretty warm. And you, if I remember, when we saw, was it the three? No, it was when there were two of them. The first time we saw them big, your flashbang made them go away, right?
Correct.
And you still got another flashbang somewhere in your kit, right?
One left on my belt. In
right.
fact,
So
I hand you the shotgun if you want to hang on to this a little while I got the kid. And
works for me. Yeah, that works for me. It'll let you reload a little bit too. Because
yeah,
now that we've got a trail, we can move faster.
absolutely. So continue pushing southern direction.
All right. Go ahead and make intelligence rolls, both of you.
Intelligence?
Intelligence.
01. Holy crap.
Okay.
And I got a 40, which is success.
Okay. One thing that comes to both your minds is the fact that you're on their territory. They can come and get you anywhere they want at any time. Marshall, the big thing that bursts in your head when you start going down the trail, ambush.
Ooh.
They can set up an ambush anywhere they want, and they know that you guys are not used to their territory, and they're going to quite probably set up an ambush along areas which you'd be comfortable with.
I'm going to relay that to Angler, and we'll proceed with a little more caution than we've been heading out. I mean, we are in their backyard, so regardless, they're going to try and do what they're going to do. But at least if we could be aware that we might be stepping into it, it might give us a chance to avoid it, or at least to see it.
Okay.
Do you think that they're going to ambush us as Native Americans or as giant clown monsters? And do you think, what's this trail made out of? Is it just a path made by human beings over time, or is there sand or gravel or something?
It's actually an established hiking trail, sand, gravel, logs.
So we can turn our lights off, and it'll actually be distinct somewhat from the area around it.
Yeah, if you actually stay on the trail, and you may bump into a few things here and there, but you can sort of, if you're careful, keep along it. But yeah, the rain's still coming down, so there are a lot of slick spots.
What do you think, Marshall? Are we better off lights out on the trail or lights on off the trail? And I don't know things have what the rules are anyway, like why a flashbang scares them but a bullet doesn't stop them.
I
I'm
don't know that, but I'm gonna wanna. I think they could see us regardless, but that's just a guess. Why don't we stay on the trail with the lights out, but have them ready to flick on at any chance?
all right. And the shotgun's ready to go, right?
Shotgun's loaded, ready to go. There is a tactical light on the shotgun as well.
Okay, fair enough. Proceed.
All right. One last
Do you think-
alert. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, quick check. We have no digital communication, right? We're
No
totally good.
bars. No bars at this time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I want to check in with her team, but whatever. We've got the package, so.
Right.
And Angler, how are you on ammunition for your pistol? I have my bag with me, and I have shotgun one box of shotgun ammo and 2 boxes of 9mm rounds. So
I believe I've fired only twice, and I'll check that. And presumably in my go bag, I've got some. Maybe I'll reload while we're having a chat, just to be prepared. But that's holstered.
Okay.
we're
Go
as
ahead.
ready as we'll ever be.
All right. Go ahead and both of you make another alertness roll.
22, double 2.
Triple zeros.
Oh. Okay.
I guess I'm busy loading.
Angler, you're completely out of it. To the point where you do trip and fall down one of the steps on the trail.
Sure.
Marshall, you take a good listen, and amongst the distant sounds of thunder and the wind in the trees, you also hear what sounds like snapping tree branches, snapping trees, not too far off.
Angler, listen. Something's out there, something big. I crouch down.
And
Are you okay? Get up.
Yeah, I'm all right. It's muddy.
yeah, got all that trail gravel all over you and stuff. And Marshall, since you got a critical there, if you didn't know better, you get the feeling that you're being shadowed.
Oh, it's coming from behind us?
It's coming not necessarily from behind you, but kind of alongside.
I got it.
It's like they know where you are and they're following where you're going.
Angler, so if we're confronted again, what are we gonna do with this boy? I mean, if 4 of those giants come out of the tree line and demand it back, we can't fight it. What are we gonna do?
2 of the giants and 16 of their mutant green-eyed children things. I don't know. Do you think the kid's better off dead?
I don't know if he's better off with them or dead. I mean, we could hand them back and then come back in with a strike team and just investigate.
Yeah, well, there's going to have to be a follow-up from Alpha for sure. I didn't even know what we're going to do with. Go ahead.
We just even if they have to take out these zombie things. I mean, we have citizens everywhere in this forest.
Yeah, and we could have a new Brandon pop out of the brush every 4 days too. I don't know how many versions they have, and that's not a containable problem. But immediately, my instinct is they invaded my own brain and told me to give him back to them. So that's the last thing I want to do. I would like to get him out, but I don't know what he's got outside of this part. I think if it comes down to whether we hand him back to them or not, we pull a nunk and put a bullet through its head.
Yeah, I agree. Worst case scenario, we end it. I don't even think this is Brandon anymore. This is an experiment. He's never going to see
it's
his.
boy number 817. He seems like a nice kid, and I don't think there's anything wrong with him necessarily, but he's just boy number 817 to them, and they want him.
He's never going to see his family again. He's either going back to the agency or he's going to wind up with the creatures or dead. It's not like he's going to go have a happy life. And I don't know what they're, for lack of a better word, these things seem evil to me. Anything that's putting up and I do the air quotes, zombie, resurrecting zombies, it can't be.
Yeah, well, and this kid seems to be intact, but the experimentation that's going on seems grotesque. Do we want to stop and end here?
Do it.
Let's. Or do we want to see if we get out?
Let's keep going with them, and the worst case scenario, we end them.
But you think they're close?
Yeah, I hear them. I hear snapping trees. Sounds like big limbs being snapped off. I think it's more of those giants.
Great, so they're giants again. Great. Yep. All right. Again, smearing the mud off. Let's move. See what we can do.
I was thinking we were talking quietly as we slowly walk. Now we walk more with purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're moving, but yeah.
All right. So we're on the same page at least. Got it.
All right. Let's switch back to Agent Hertz.
All right.
Okay, go ahead and make an alertness check.
I failed.
Okay, no problem. Nunk and Cash, go ahead and make alertness checks.
All right.
18.
21 out of 40.
Okay.
We're very alert.
You guys get the impression that something's coming down the street from behind you.
Do you hear that?
From a distance.
Yeah. I look in that direction with my green eyes.
Don't see anything yet.
I don't see anything, but whatever it is coming this way. Unless...
We don't actually even know if those things have body heat, if they're projections or if they're real, but they are a source of light. We should see something coming before it gets here.
Unless Angler and Marshall are nearby.
You want to wait for them?
No. I got to keep on moving.
Okay.
You should do jumping jacks. Or...
Yeah, okay. I understand you want me to lose weight, Nunk. I get that. I really do. But it's not going to happen tomorrow.
I understand.
Is my flashlight still on?
Is it still on?
It was flickering, you had said. I just wondered if it has gone fully out yet.
Depends on what you want to do with it. Do you want to try and keep it working?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a little jiggering and pokering in there. It gets back on.
Okay. Because last thing I want to do is fall again.
I say to Cash, I say, well, I know that we're going to keep walking and everything, but I think we need to shine a light back there because it could be the little Frankenstein children.
He will turn on his light and put it in that direction.
Okay.
I'm not walking around with my flashlight on, so it should be good battery life.
Don't see anything, although you see all kinds of, other than all kinds of movement that kind of startles you a bit, but after a close look, it's just trees and wind.
It may just be maybe deer or something like that.
Yeah, or it might just be the storm.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going and occasionally look back and make sure we're not being followed by children.
Okay, Agent Nook, go ahead and make a luck roll.
A what roll?
Luck roll.
Oh, luck roll.
Yeah.
47, which is not a pass.
Okay. No, well, since luck is straight up D100, it is a pass because it's under 50.
But it's got to be a double, doesn't it?
No, that's for criticals.
Oh, okay. So it's a pass.
It's a pass. You take a look at your
Cell phone.
Cell phone, and you got bars.
I got bars. Let's see.
Then you don't have bars. but then you have bars again.
Well, let's keep walking down the hill, and I'm going to compose a message. Oh wait,
Okay.
didn't I already compose a message? I'm just
Yeah,
going to be able to send it.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk, and as soon as I see bars, I'm going to hit send.
Okay, no problem. It takes a while, and you're not sure it's going to send. Then suddenly it sends.
Do you have a GPS on that phone?
Yes.
Do you have like Google Earth or something that we can take a look at the area and see if there's any shelter nearby?
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's going to show us anything like that, but
We may be able to see buildings, though. It's possible.
well, it's probably just going to show us the ranger station down the hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I zoom in, but yeah, it looks pretty much the same as our other map.
Go ahead and Nook and Cash, go ahead and make alertness rolls. Actually, in Hearts too. Go ahead and make alertness roll.
24, which is better than half.
47 out of 40.
01.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Agent Hearts, you see your light beam hits the backsides of Nook and Cash, and you guys notice what looks to be a flashlight kind of hitting your back from peripheral light and stuff through the rain. And you're also noticing Nook and Cash at this time the rain is letting up.
Okay.
It's still coming down, but it's not as hard as it was.
I say to Cash, I say, I got an idea.
You just hear this, just pain groan.
That sounds like Hearts.
Oh, well, now's a good time to share body heat.
Do you want to say that again?
Hearts, are you okay?
No, I had a bit of a fall onto the road.
Get over here. Let me take a look at you.
No. We should keep moving. I'm fine.
Okay.
Are you warm enough?
I believe so.
Okay. We're going to try to make it to the ranger station. I think Cash is probably the one in most distress at this point. He thinks he might be getting hypothermia.
Well, it's definitely conditions are right for it. Could happen anytime.
We thought maybe you were the little children of the night. But what do you know anything more? Were you with Angler and Marshall?
No. I don't know. They ran off together. They are together.
Well, I hope we see them again. I don't know that we are. I just sent out a signal to DG, and so they should be informed by now of what's going on.
Ash takes out a really old-looking rosary and is.
I think we just got to get out of here. Yeah.
Okay, you feel a vibration from your phone there, Nook.
Okay. Yes, it's purple.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's from Agent Kirk, and he says, "Message received. New priority. Bring new priority. Bring the boy to the Mather Ranger Station."
Okay. Well, gentlemen.
Further information to come.
It'd be nice if we had the kid.
Well, and I don't know if I can relay this to the others because
You could always give it a shot. Text them.
Try. So I try and relay it to the others. I don't know if the message will get to them. I don't know if they can pick it up, but it'll be there waiting for them once they do get a signal. I think that I have to go back.
You might get a better option of trying to call them because I think it's different systems like data versus voice. You might get a better signal with voice.
I'm not sure that we know what their phone number is. These are burner phones.
Yeah.
You'd have the numbers.
No. All right. Well, I'll try calling them.
Okay. Marshall and Angler, go ahead and roll luck rolls.
So that their crazy frog ringtone can go off while they're trying to sneak past the giants.
86 fell.
Okay.
Yeah, 71 fail.
Okay.
I'm not getting a signal.
We're off. Yeah, we're off.
I'll keep trying, but I think, gentlemen and lady, you guys should go on to the ranger station, and I will go back.
No, you need to stay with us. No, come on.
No, I need to follow orders.
Well, isn't it all of our orders?
Yeah, except that you guys are not going to make it back up the hill.
All right.
We are going downhill, so.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, sir.
I'm sorry, just for clarity,
Mhm.
isn't the Mather Ranger Station down the hill?
Yes,
Yes.
it's down the hill.
So, Nunk, what you were ordered to do, this is out of game, obviously, was downhill. It's not going back.
No, my orders were to go get the boy and bring him to the Mather station. So I don't know what's going on with you guys. Now I need to go back and get the boy.
It's orders for everybody, not just for you, Nook.
Well, right, except that the other two can't come back.
Why would you think the boy was at the original ranger station?
I would think that he's with
We
you.
opened up the car when it got at.
I
So you would only go back as far as the car, I think.
Well, I'm going back to look for you guys. Hopefully I can find you.
Right. Right, but not to the previous station, only to the
No, I don't
vehicle.
think I'm not going to go back all that way. I'm looking for you. Now I'm going to be looking for you in the woods. It's just what I have to do because it's my orders.
Okay, so what you mean by backtracking is going to look for us, not going back to the previous ranger station.
Correct.
I just didn't understand.
Correct.
Okay.
If you guys don't have the boy, there's nothing I can do. So
Right.
that'll be my report, but I've got to try. So Cash and Hearts, please be careful. Try to get to the ranger station and wait for us.
Yes, sir.
And then I just buckle up and I start back up the hill.
Okay. We'll get back to Cash and Hearts in a bit.
We do a constitution roll?
Yeah. Constitution roll from you there.
Yeah, I'm still fine. 28.
Okay. No problem. Marshall and Angler, Constitution rolls.
All right. 02. I would.
Okay. You're going. You're Superman.
I don't get them when I'm shooting at a creature, but I'll get them for a constitution roll.
That's right. Angler.
You're on mute.
At 52 for 60, so I'm not stellar.
Okay, you're still holding out. But you guys are feeling the strain of being out in the wet weather and stuff. But as you continue to go down the trail, you notice the rain is letting up.
I'm also whistling as I'm walking so that if somebody hears somebody whistling.
Okay, and go ahead and make luck rolls, Angler and Marshall.
86 fell.
Yeah, 72, fail.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. As you guys continue to go down, you start hearing quite audibly crashing limbs of trees and bushes around you.
Just stay alert. I have my pistol out right now. And what can we do? There's no,
Okay.
What's the train like right here? What is the train like right here?
Still on the trail, still going down.
Over a tree, an outcrop, or
It's rocky. But yeah, you can find a rock outcrop that's nearby the trail. Looks like a little trail people have kind of gone off on, and a little bit of a rock outcrop.
If there's anything that provides visual cover and maybe some rain cover, I'm going to say, Marshall, want to go to ground and see what we can pick off.
All right. If it's those little zombie fucks, I'll shoot a few of them down. If it's the giants, I don't know what we could do about it.
Well, if the giants are going to flashbang, that worked. And if it's a little fox, a shotgun's actually going to remove.
Yeah, you blew that one away pretty good. But the thing is, if you notice that there was more than one, and you only have so many shotgun shells.
Yeah. I assume that they're not going to give a fuck about us if the kid's killed too. So we can kill them and then save one. Save one for you, one for me, one for the kid. Not in that order.
Agreed.
All right. So let's go to ground for a minute.
Okay, no problem. You're able to do that. Okay, Nunk.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a luck roll.
04.
04. Okay, that is lucky. You notice going up the road. Yeah, you passed it going down. You didn't really, you're kind of noticing going up. You didn't notice it really going down. There's kind of a turnoff on the side of the road. And it looks like a place for people to turn off and go park for something like maybe a lookout. So it's going to be on your going up the hill, be on your left.
On my left.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to stand there for a second and look around and try to do a couple of really loud whistles.
Okay. Angler and Marshall, go ahead and make alertness rolls.
36 out of 70, I think. Hold on. 36 out of 50. I made it though.
Okay. You kind of hear something that sounds like whistling. You can't pinpoint it, but it's coming from somewhere in the
Angler,
area.
you hear that?
Yeah, I hear something that does not. It sounds like a human. Can you get a tune? Is that a bird? Is that a song?
No, I think that's a person.
Yeah, you're pretty convinced it's a person.
Don't whistle back. Can you whistle?
I don't have a whistling roll. What is whistling?
It's just
Linguistic.
if you could do it, unless you feel your character wouldn't be able to whistle.
My character's pretty square. I bet he whistles like a champ.
Okay.
So a 4-note. Doot 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 doot.
Okay. No, go ahead and make a alertness roll.
14.
Yeah, you hear it's distant, but you hear a reply.
Okay.
And it's coming up.
Then,
And it's coming up on the other side of the turnaround there, and you do notice that there's a trailhead.
Okay. I look around to see if I can find a rock or something. There's rocks. Yeah. I'm going to take the rock and I'm going to go up to a bigger rock, like a boulder, and I'm going to try to Morse code something, just like I'm on the trail.
Okay, no problem. You can do that. Marshall and Angler, go ahead and do alertness.
I'm doing it so that it clonk, makes a sound through that.
41 out of 50.
Okay.
50 for 50.
You're not able to entirely understand, but it sounds like Morse code's being banged on a rock.
Now, do I have a... Oh, sorry.
Please.
I was just going to say, do I know a direction now? Because it's a constant tapping.
Go ahead and make a luck roll.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, no problem.
27.
Okay. Yeah, it's down the trail.
And would it be signal intelligence to decipher the code?
Yeah, I don't think for Morse code. Yeah. I mean, even like I'm going to respond whistling long, 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 short, 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 long, 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 which does not require special training.
Okay.
So you're going to do an SOS, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's a good indicator of whether it's a human or not.
Okay.
Right.
No, go ahead and do an alertness.
Okay. 08.
Yeah, you hear SOS whistling, and it's up the trail, and you can,
Okay, so I pick up the pace.
no problem.
Okay. And after I've run maybe 100 feet up the trail, I yell, Marshall.
Can I hear that?
Yep, you can hear it. It's distant.
Over here. And I would,
All
we'll walk a little. In fact, do you mind? Do you want to take the kid? Angler, yeah.
Yeah, I can take the kid.
Yeah,
I can take the kid.
I'll pass the kid off to
It's
you.
your turn for a while.
Grab the shotgun and stay on the trail, and I'm going to circle around a little bit just in case anything's up with this.
Sure,
Okay.
no problem.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that sounds like good caution.
Okay.
Good precaution.
I yell, is Angler with you?
he's here. He's
All
he's here, and I go down to meet him first.
Are you in trouble? I yell as I'm coming.
Not really.
All right.
Hold on. I just,
General sense of being chased by aliens through a hostile landscape with no
Well, you
plan.
did SOS me, so.
yeah.
No, we're in good shape. I'm worried about the kid and possible hostiles.
Okay, you can probably see my flashlight by now.
Yeah.
You hear those things in the trees?
Yeah, actually, Nunk, you're hearing a lot of crashing and bashing, and it's coming closer, and you all can hear it now.
So as I obviously, do I come up to them?
Yeah, you're up to them. There, you notice they're hanging out in a rock overhang that's just right off the trail.
So I pull out my phone and I show it to them, and I just say, "New orders from headquarters. We got to get the boy to the Marshall station."
All right.
I managed to get, and I tell them I managed to get a signal out to them.
Good. At least we know what to do now. But you hear that? That's been trailing us the whole time.
Well, let's pick up the pace.
Okay.
And I also tell them, I tell them everything. I tell them I met Cash on the road. Cash is got hypothermia. He's on the way. He's gone farther down. He's heading towards the station. We met Hearts, and that she's been injured, and she's also on her way down there. So we got to get down there.
Thanks. No, I'm amazed actually we have no fatalities so far. Let's see how fast we can move. We've been carrying the kid over rough terrain. Do you want to take the kid for a minute? And we'll take
Sure.
literal shotgun.
Yeah. Oh.
And you know where the road is, so we could go faster.
Yeah. Just follow me. And
Okay.
I am using the flashlight because if I trip and fall with the kid, then, hurt.
Mush.
I said my original. I tell him my original idea was that you need to give the kid back to the Indians, but now we have direct orders, so it's out of our hands.
And I had that thought too, but that thought didn't come from me. It came from them.
Well, I agree. I think that's how they communicate, is telepathically. The guy, if it's a guy, the 15-foot high guy said it directly to me as he leaned over and he let me touch him. He didn't seem hostile at all. Well, you saw
That doesn't mean he's friendly.
Well, maybe not, but that's what they're
Also,
after.
doesn't mean that they are.
He seemed really concerned. Well, whatever.
Yeah. I think he's concerned about his experiment. I mean, if you lost a white mouse.
Well, to be honest, we don't know what they've been doing to this boy for the last 38 years. Maybe mixing him with our kind is really dangerous at this point. There's white mice with diseases. If you let them go in the city, they'll kill everybody.
Yeah, that was my concern.
Let's just get down there. Now we don't have a choice. It's out of our hands.
Sure. Let's just move. I'm glad you found everybody okay. Let's keep going.
Despite my constitution, I'm getting fucking tired.
Okay, one thing you all notice in your various locations is that the rain's pretty much not necessarily ending. It's turned into less of a downpour and more of a kind of a misty Rain to the point it's a very light mist. Doctor, you're still kind of you're feeling a little bit more warmed up as you continue to go on, but you're quickly running down out of gas. But you're not as concerned about hypothermia as you are about pretty much keeping on going for a while.
How much further away is it?
Not sure at all. You don't even know where on the road you're at, to be honest.
I'm going to keep pushing until I feel like I can't go any further at all, and then I'm going to probably try to do one more of those EpiPens and be done.
All right. Everybody, go ahead and make intelligence rolls.
88, critical fail.
Okay.
I got a 2.
65 is a pass.
Yep.
Oh, God, I've had the best rolls tonight.
22 out of 80.
Okay.
59 for 50.
Okay. So
Injure squad passed.
everybody who failed, your mind's on whatever task you're at. Those of you who succeeded, it comes quite clear with the rain letting up. Pretty much the Rangers, the police, and if the FBI are here, they're going to be hitting the road, the main road hard any second. Because that means it's if they were stuck, let's say at the Mather station, where you're going to, they're now all coming up, and it will be only a matter of minutes before you have an encounter with them.
We should probably try to hide hearts.
Yes, let's take a breather for a second.
What time is it at this point?
It's still dark. It's still pitch black dark.
But it's like what, 4 in the morning?
It's about 3:30 in the morning.
Okay. Well, maybe they won't be coming up. They'll wait until morning.
That's a long shot.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna hide on the side of the road if we can.
Okay.
Maybe we should just get a ride back down to the Mather station.
So I was
What do
saying
you guys think?
we take whatever the first vehicle is, we eliminate who's ever in it and just drive.
You don't always have to kill people. We can just tell them that there was a terrible disaster up there with the storm and everything, and that we managed to escape the lodge. They're not going to drive us back up to the lodge. They're going to drive us down to the Mather station.
Yeah, but they have cell phones.
The cell phones aren't going to work up there. We're going to the Mather station anyway. They're going to figure it all out, and as soon as we get to the Mather station,
I didn't mean kill them. Just get them out of the car, disable them, and drive out of here. Back to
I think
we have to drop the kid off.
Okay. So
we unfortunately
yeah,
have the specific problem of the FBI agent on assignment to come here being Brandon's uncle. So we cannot have any interaction with any official vehicles that have arrived.
correct.
Because it's not a race without a great deal of strife, a whole FBI team, including the subject's uncle. So I think you're right that we have some time given the terrible weather. They haven't flown in yet.
Well,
But
my plan was
maybe not be seen by any vehicles.
if it's a single vehicle, I'll flag the car down, dump the flashbang inside, knock everybody out, pull them out of the car, jump in the car, and drive back to HQ.
But we're not going back to HQ. We're going to the Mather station.
Okay.
Right, and that's orders from higher up. Orders from Alpha are to deliver the child to Mathers.
We have to consider something else. All of the civilians in this case might be forfeit. Because if Delta Green wants us to take this kid back to Mather Station, they must have some contingency for how they're going to deal with the kid at Mather Station.
Well, when we called in the event with the zombies, I thought they were going to do a tactical strike anyway. I consider everyone and everything on this mountainside to be casualties already.
So it's up to you, Angler. You're in charge. Whether we just flag them down, and have them drive us back down because we have the kid, and then find out how Delta Green's going to deal with it. Or we hide and let them pass us and keep walking. And then we'll have to explain how we walked out of the rain at the Mather station and didn't pass the car on the way up. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, that's a significant concern. I think you're right. But I'm dedicated to minimizing, I don't even want to say casualties, incursions on civilians.
What?
If we let the okay, again, we have no idea who's coming or when. Assuming that there was the information that I got was that there was a full FBI team headed by Brandon's uncle going to the lodge. If we interact with them, it's a route one way or the other. Like, we cannot take the kid's uncle, who may be involved, because there are some suggestions, right, in his family past that he was primed for this position as a kidnappee, with his family's trips to Mexico and learning arcane lore. Like, we didn't even know if the family is to be trusted at all.
Right.
But also, if we made an FBI team of 15 people, it's a mutual exclusion clause that we have to deal with. Whereas if we avoid them and follow the instructions we've been given, get the kid to Mathers where he's lifted out somehow, and we're out, that's preferable. Go ahead.
The breaking limbs comes closer and closer and closer.
Oh, we're still walking, of course.
Yeah, we're moving downhill.
I'm thinking,
it's coming closer.
We're kind of assuming that there's some sort of tactical team coming up here from the FBI. Why would they waste those resources? It's just a kid that they're coming to pick up. There's probably one FBI officer and the uncle. I mean, why would it be anything more than that? And maybe the parents.
During my, and Ford, please correct me if I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
when I had connectivity before the blackout at the lodge,
yeah,
the impression that I got was that it was not the uncle and a friend from the FBI, but that it was a team.
Well,
that's what Delta told me, that it was.
The impression you got was that the FBI was already on its way, but and they were finally working out the clusterfuck that Delta Green had set up to keep them busy, but it was hastened by the fact that Brandon's uncle had caught wind of the situation, and he and his buddies from Helena were coming down.
Yeah.
So you've got the local interests plus Brandon's uncle and his guys coming down. So you got essentially two FBI groups coming in.
Yeah. Do we hide or do we not? If we see a car. Agent.
Agent Cash's well-being aside, with the blood loss, I don't think we want to interact with any civilians or non-civilians on a roadway.
All right, I'll go with your call. Now we got to worry about that noise.
Well, there's that too. And I will get into a vehicle before I fight giant clown monsters. But right now, we're not making that decision. We're just, I think, moving downhill in the most efficient possible way.
Okay.
Okay, Cash
and I will.
No,
go ahead.
Okay, Cash and Hearts, you guys are kind of getting off to the side of the road to take a breather and hide?
Yeah, I was going to try to... do we have clothes in our go bag or no?
Did you put clothes in your go bag?
I don't know. How long were we expecting to be gone?
Did you put clothes in your go bag?
I don't know. Should I just roll luck and see?
Sure, go ahead and roll luck.
I know I lost mine. I lost mine when we were trying to get out of the car.
Yeah.
I can't imagine us running around with our go bags in this situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, lost in the car too.
Where is luck on my sheet?
No, you just
Luck
roll
is-
and it
you roll-
it's
you roll-
50 or lower.
Yeah,
It's
but
50-50.
50 or less.
Oh.
It's
Well, I got a 5. But
Okay.
I'm probably
Sure,
if you guys think we wouldn't be carrying him around, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. It's
Well, you
fine.
have your
Sure,
medical.
yeah, you got some clothes there, but you also aware that you put those clothes on, they'll probably get wet
Yeah,
along the way too.
I just was curious. Okay, so we hide.
Okay, no problem, and it's a big relief for you, because you're off your feet. Go ahead, both of you, and make power rolls.
Oh, I love these. This is where you get fun things in your 39.
65 out of 7.
That's a pass.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of feeling it now. Man, I'm run down, and you got the cold, kind of hovering there. Temperature's dropping a little bit, and it's just kind of hitting you, but you guys are still holding your own.
We'll
Yeah,
hide
we're
close
gonna-
together for body heat.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, it's not like dire gonna have full-blown hypothermia sort of thing, but you're feeling the exposure.
Well, it's better safe than sorry, right, Hearts?
Yes, I agree.
One more power roll from the both of you.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's a fail.
67 out of 70.
Okay. Hearts, you pass out.
I'm going to. Well, I'll wait. How stable is she? Is her heart rate declining?
She's fine. She's just resting her eyes. She doesn't seem to be in any bad situation, but yeah, it's like she just decided to go to sleep right now.
I don't like that in the wilderness like that, so I'm going to use some smelling salts to wake her up if I can't wake her up physically.
Oddly enough, the smelling salts do not work.
But I feel her pulse rate and it's all fine.
Yeah, it's fairly fine. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I mean,
Go ahead and make another power roll.
No, you said one more. This isn't fair. You lied.
Don't get any ideas there.
43 out of 70.
All right, no problem. Okay.
I may not be much physically, but mentally I've got it.
Okay. One thing you do notice is out of the corner of your eye down. Did you guys go to where you were at vantage point to the road?
Yes, and I would not be wearing my green night vision goggles while hiding.
Right. No problem. One thing you do notice is somewhere in the distance down the road, you do see what looks to be lights.
Okay.
Just faintly in the distance.
I fling her body out in the road and then cross a distract. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
While they're all out of the car looking at her, I get in the car and drive away.
Okay, we'll get back to you both. Here. Okay. Nunk, Marshall, and Angler. You come into the drive off clearing from the road to the trail.
Okay.
And the sounds are getting very, very close, and you actually on occasion see rustling in the bushes.
Just keep on pushing.
Pick up the pace.
Okay. Go ahead and make alertness rolls.
28.
30.
That is a pass.
Pass.
Okay.
$54 for 50.
Okay. All right. Marshall and Nunk, when you really get into the clearing there, your flashlights hit one thing you didn't want to see, and that's the face of one of the giants. Go ahead and make sand rolls.
46.
55. What is my sin?
Where is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pass. It's also
Okay.
crit if you.
Okay. 1 point for both of you.
All right.
Angler, go ahead and you go ahead and roll if you want, or take a point. Yeah.
When they alert me to the face,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I might as well roll just because. 29, so I'll just take one, I guess.
Okay. No problem. All right. And out of the, you notice that almost simultaneously, right in front of you, the giant comes out. And surrounding you, you start seeing the little child Frankenstein automaton things start coming out, and they're starting to circle you in.
How many, though?
Given what you see from your sides, you'd figure about 12, if you're considering they're circling you in and coming from the back.
Okay.
Now we were.
Go ahead.
We
Right.
were lurking under a rock outcropping, and when you say the clown-faced giant, he's
Okay,
clown-faced.
you guys didn't. Okay. Hold on a second. I must have misunderstood here. You guys did not leave the.
I thought we left or we're walking.
No, we're walking on the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah,
They,
we
they
left
hit under.
Outcropping, I'm sorry.
They hit
Yeah.
under a rock outcropping.
Yeah,
Cash and Hart.
And then I gathered you guys had down trail to the road, if I'm not mistaken.
And we said that we would hide if we saw car lights.
Right.
So what
Right,
I'm going to
sorry.
do is I'm going to whip around facing the giant and pull Brandon off my shoulder. And I'm going to pull out my gun and I'm going to shoot one of the little monster things, the little kids coming out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold the gun to Brandon's head and say, back off.
You read my mind.
All right. I'm not going to have you roll on that. I'm going to just say, yeah, you're able to shoot one of the monster kids.
We're not giving him back to you.
Go ahead and make a power roll, Nunk.
Oh, shit. 80.
Son of a.
That is not a pass.
Okay. Okay. All you kind of get is the impression of, I'm not going to kill the kid. That's what's going in your head, that you're not going to kill the kid. Not this time.
I'm not
Not
going to
like
kill
the last
him right
one.
this moment. Yeah, I don't want to kill the kid, but I don't want to let them have him back.
Yeah, but you just got that thing. You're not going to kill the kid.
Okay.
But I'm still threatening. But I don't want to kill the kid. You know.
Can I roll something to see if I'm aware of this?
Sure. Go ahead.
I'm aware I might be being influenced.
Intelligence.
Okay. 52. My intelligence is 75.
Okay.
So what I do is I sort of grit my teeth and I say, guys, I might be under the influence. I can't shoot the kid. You need to threaten him too.
I'll, cock the shotgun and put it up. Oh, not, so it'll blow Nunk's head off too, but put it up to the kid's head.
Okay. And the moment you cock the shotgun, and just as you're about to move over, all the little guys are coming in right on you. They're bum rushing you.
I'll turn it and just try and plug away at them if I can.
Okay, go ahead.
23.
Okay.
Out of, I don't know where my firearms are here. Hold on, sorry. Count. Oh, 55.
Okay. You're able to take 2 out. So that's. So we've taken 3. That is now 9. Okay.
I'm using 1 foot to hold them off.
Okay.
Kick.
When you said that the giant clan monster, I don't know how you put it exactly, appeared.
Yeah.
Was it like he was on all fours with a giant head? They lurched up and then they rushed around him.
It was
Like,
more
I'm
like
trying-
it was more like he materialized. You saw the face, and it kind of materialized into full form.
So like a Cheshire cat from hell.
Yeah, exactly.
And that
From McDonald's.
and that thing happened, and then the kids ran out from the brush, or they ran out from the magical space that he came from. So, like, did they materialize, or did they rush up from under trees or something?
They moved. They popped out, circled you, and after Nook said I can't shoot him, and Marshall pulled out the shotgun. Everyone, you're just getting bum rushed by all the little guys, and Marshall just took 2 of them out, in addition to the one Nook took out. So you got 9 of them on you, and about ready to make contact.
All right. Well, I don't think I have any chance of bargaining.
Not at this time. I think bargaining is pretty much out of the question. They want him in there.
Yeah. So it's just, I've got my Glock, and I'm going to pick off all the little zombie jerks that I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll firearms.
Oh, 3.
Nice.
All right. No problem. Just to speed things up with that kind of roll, you're able to take another one out. So you got 8 left.
Yeah,
I'll shoot one too. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll firearms.
26.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
My firearms. Oh, there it is. I did 7 damage.
Okay, no problem. You hit the one and it falls down, gives off an inhuman scream. Go ahead and make a sanity rolls.
Everyone?
Yep.
7.
20.
Didn't pass that one.
Pass
17.
20.
Okay.
I'm already pretty traumatized.
No points if you passed. 1d4 if you didn't pass.
1.
Okay, no problem. All right. Next go around. They're on you, clawing at you. So let's start.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do to physically intervene between the hordes and the kid who somebody else is holding. Like, is that, I don't know, is that an inverse dodge roll? Is that a
yeah, you could make a dodge roll, or a you can make a dodge roll to get out of the way.
Well, get into the way is what I'm trying to do.
Or if you want to get in the way, and give a pushback force on them, yeah, you can do that. I'd say well, for that, I would say unarmed combat would be
okay.
Would be, if y'all want to meet them before they meet you, you can make an unarmed combat roll.
I just want to take out as many as I can.
Okay.
I got 36 for my 60 unarmed combat, so I'm trying to reload while I'm putting myself in harm's way.
Okay. All right. No problem. You're able to counter bum rush one of them and knock it back. But you got go ahead and make a luck roll.
$23.
Okay, you're able to get two. Actually, push two of them back, and nobody's on you at the time. So you've given yourself some space. Marshall, what are you going to be doing?
Continue the fire with the shotgun. I want to try and take out as many as I can.
Okay, go ahead and roll firearms.
11.
11. Yeah, just before the two of them come on you, you're able to discharge, and they go down. They're writhing, screaming in pain, and just making a big commotion at your feet. But they're not dead.
Damn.
At this point, if I can kick them off of me, I'm going to take Brandon and try running away down the hill.
Okay, you can go ahead and that would be unarmed combat. Okay.
84. The dirty little thing's got a hold of my leg. I can't get away.
Yep, you've got one on your leg. You've got another one jumping up on your back, and you got one trying to pull Brandon off of you.
Do they have anything more than just kid strength?
They're feeling pretty powerful. You feel that they're about ready to really dig those gnarled, clawed fingers right into you, and they're about to do it. They just need to get up to you.
I'm trying to spin around so that I can throw them off. But
okay, that'd be I'll let you do another unarmed combat for that.
Next round, yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's see. We've got. Okay. Nunk, we'll go with the three that are on you. First one's going to try and really tear into your leg. Okay, go ahead and make a unarmed combat roll.
95.
It digs into your leg. Let's see.
I yell at it in Spanish. Say, "Pinche cabrón."
That you automatically take 4 points of damage on your leg.
All right.
Yeah, it's really gouged you. And the other guy misses. It's just kind of like on your back. Can't get quite the hold it wants. Third one on Brandon. He's pulling. You feel him pulling Brandon out of your arms, but he hasn't. Go ahead and make a unarmed combat roll with that to see if he gets Brandon out of your
77,
arms.
the critical fail.
Yep, he pulls Brandon out of your arms.
But Brandon, I yell.
Yep. Okay, next. You got Marshall and Engler. You both have guys coming at you. You got some space, and you hear Nunk say, "They got Brandon."
I'll spin around and pull my pistol and try and shoot the one that's pulling Brandon.
Okay, yeah, you see him. He just pulled Brandon out of Nunk's arms, and he's trying to get a better grip on him. They're about the same. They're about the same size, same height. Actually, the creature may be just a little bit bigger.
I'm a pretty good shot, and either way, if it gets the kid, it gets the kid at this point.
Okay, go ahead and roll firearms.
17 out of 55.
Okay, you hit the the Frankenstein kid. Go ahead and roll damage.
10.
Yeah, it you see the whole side of its chest explode, and it goes down and it drops Brandon. Brandon falls like a potato sack down on the ground, and he's kind of writhing around a little bit. Looks like Brandon may be waking up a little from that.
Yeah, it'd be love to get Brandon out of here without him waking up and having more trauma.
Right.
So,
Angler, go ahead and... What?
Right, there were about 13 of these.
There were 12 originally. You're now down to...
Taking out about 6?
Yeah, you're down to 7. 2 are incapacitated.
So 5 active, correct?
Yeah, got about 5 active.
What's the giant doing?
The giant's not doing anything at this moment.
Is it watching?
It's keeping an eye on what's happening. We're dealing with seconds here, so you don't know if he's going to react or not quite yet.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep track of immediate actively dangerous critters. Am I closer to Brandon than any of the living or active zombies? Or is Brandon closer?
Go ahead and make a luck roll. Because you've been moving about.
72. Not a good.
Nope. You're on the other side of Nuncan and Marshall there. So you're not close to Marshall's close to Brandon.
Kneel steady and fire at one of the homunculus creature things.
Go for it. Go ahead with firearms.
31 is a hit.
Okay. Go ahead and do damage.
That's for my 1d10.
Okay. Yeah. Now they're down, screaming. One, you got multiple ones. They're down and screaming. Right now, from what you can see, right now you have about 3 left. One is on Nunk's leg. The other one's on top of Nunk, and you got another one that's doing a really from what it looks like it went in turbo gear. It just went and went supernaturally fast.
To do what?
Go ahead and Marshall, Nunk, and Angler, make a luck roll.
83.
55, which is a critical fail.
Okay.
32, which is okay.
Okay. For the critical fail, it looks like it's it looks like it's about ready to plow right over. I mean, it looks like it was going to go right into Marshall there. It's like almost right in your face, Marshall, but you notice it jump up in the air like it's going to vault over you and go for Nunk.
I thought maybe the guy that had my leg was going to go for my nuts, which...
Oh, if he keeps on going, he'll go for your nuts. But, okay, Nunk, you're up. You've, you got this guy on your leg.
Yeah, and I got another one crawling on me.
Yep, you got another one on your back,
I'm trying to fight him off, so it's just unarmed combat.
Unarmed combat. Which one are you going to be going for?
Well, it's easier to get the one that's on my body than the one that's on my leg, so I'm going to go for him.
Okay, no problem. Go for it.
Yeah, like a karate move or something.
Or a pistol whip him. You got your pistol in your hand, so
84, so it's a fail.
Nope.
I'm struggling with him, and he's quick.
Yep. Okay.
Like a spider.
Okay, and you don't notice. Well, it's almost to the next round here. So, in that moment, the other one's about ready to pounce on Nunk. Marshall Angler, you both see it in the air, about ready to come on down on him. This is like seconds.
Can I take a shot at it?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh boy. 51 out of 55.
Let's see. You kind of shoot, but you're not sure if you hit him.
All right.
And in that moment, Angler, what are you doing?
I think the most natural response is to be picking off as many of the tiny homunculus Frankenstein creatures as I can.
Okay. At this time, from what you can see, you've got one active one, kind of. Actually, the only ones that are left are the two on Nook and the one that has just jumped on Nook. So Nook's completely covered in creatures. The others are writhing in pain, screaming on the ground right now.
So, and physically, how far from Nook am I?
You're just right close by. I mean,
Okay.
so
if I roll over, I can fire into one of them without
without too much difficulty. You can run up to one of them and close quarters pull the trigger.
Yeah, that's the best thing, is to remove the parasites from my comrade.
Okay.
In a way that's not going to actually blow his brains out.
No problem. It's pretty typical move of being able to do the right angles and letting the trigger go. So, but you can only do in close quarters. Only go for one.
Roll up and fire.
Okay, which one are you going for? Are you going to the two that are already on him, or the other one that just pounced on him?
I think it depends on angles, which I have no control over. Where. But I would go for the thing that's been on him longest.
That would probably be the one on his leg, gnawing at it right now.
Nut grabber.
So go ahead and that'd be a firearms roll, and you'll be at a penalty because you're
58. Doesn't look good. 58 firearms.
It's not a critical fail.
Firearms?
Yeah, firearms.
Oh, 70. No, 58 for 70. So I'm
okay.
That's actually...
No problem. In one big move, you're able to get that thing right up to its cranium and let the trigger go. Nook, you do feel the shock wave off of that and stuff. So you're going to be, it's going to be disorientating and with the noise.
Get the kid. Take him.
Yeah, about that time, all three of you make awareness rolls.
Oh, 94.
98.
Okay.
It's just too many.
24.
About that time, Angler, right after you take out that one homunculi, you notice that the giant is reaching for Brandon there.
The giant is on scene in full presence.
He's moved up and he's now reaching for Brandon, who's a sack of potatoes down right by Nunk.
All right. And how big is the giant now?
He's about 15 feet.
So it's consistent in its iterations.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's when it's Native American size, it's small.
Yeah.
When it's weird clown size, it's big or bigger, but not hugely variant. And
not
it's
too much of a variance.
Reaching for Brandon's still form on the ground.
Go ahead and make another alertness roll there.
That's a terrible failure, 85.
Okay, no problem. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got to do the two that are nunk here. Okay, go ahead and make a unarmed combat roll. Nunk.
76 fail.
Okay, no problem. You get the one on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, get the one on the back just chomp down on you and with claws at the same time. It's another 3 points of damage.
Oof. So I'm injured.
Okay, now for one that tackled you.
Oh, okay. I thought I only had 2.
Okay, go ahead and do another unarmed combat roll with a penalty there.
That one I got 18.
Okay.
Oh, with the penalty? With the penalty? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 14 on that one, so 18 and 4.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do half unarmed damage.
All right. Oh, I went the wrong way. Started adding it on.
Okay. What'd you get for what did you get for your unarmed damage?
Just 1.
1. Okay, no problem. Yeah, you with your elbow clocked the one that jumped on you, and it's a little disorientated, but it's like a reaction from the pain of the other one biting down on you.
Okay.
Okay, so you got the 2 on Nunk, one that just really did some more damage on him. The other one looked like he got smacked, and the giant's going in to try and slip Brandon out in the midst of the chaos.
Now, how close is the giant to us?
He's practically on top of the air. He's staying his distance, but just enough so he can reach over and pluck Brandon away.
The flashbang worked last time.
Yeah.
But would that hit all of us if I just threw it now, or?
Go ahead and well, it would actually hit you all.
Now I'm wondering if it's worth just trying, because last time I made it disappear.
You could potentially hit him with the flashbang, and it wouldn't take too much to run up to him and put it in his vicinity. But you would all suffer damage.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run up to it, up onto it. I'm going to jump onto it and pull it in front of me and it. That way, hopefully shielding the guys behind us from the bang. I'll take the brunt of it, and the creature will take the brunt of it. Hopefully, Brandon and the other agents will not.
Okay, no problem.
It's non-lethal, so maybe I'll lose some hearing, but that's a...
Okay, go ahead. And so how are you going to deliver the flashbang there? Are you going to be holding on to it, or?
Well, I'm going to hold on to it until the last possible second, and I'm just going to throw it up. I'm going to run up to him and throw it right up in the air, like point blank, and just try and go like that to myself.
Okay, no problem.
Fingers in the ear and cover my eyes.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics roll.
24.
24. Okay, no problem.
And just yell, duck and cover.
Okay. Dang, I rolled poorly on that. You run up. Go ahead and make a throw.
I was just gonna pull it right in between us. I wasn't even.
Okay.
I'm sacrificing myself to make sure it happens. If I take damage or whatever, it's not gonna kill me, I don't think. But I'm just literally going up, pulling the pin, and covering my eyes.
No problem. You run up. You catch him you definitely catch him unawares. He's more until the last second, and he suddenly notices you, and you tossing up the grenade. Grenade goes off just as you toss, and do your duck and roll. Okay. All right. Nunk and Angler, you do have chances of dodging out of the way.
All right.
So go ahead and
Fail.
roll dodges if you wish.
Fail.
Failed? Okay.
Would they get any bonus from me trying to block it at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, 63 is pretty bad, though.
Okay.
It's for 50, but...
All right. Trying to think here. All right, Marshall, go ahead and roll a D8.
An 8.
Okay, you get 8 points of damage there, most of it going to your ears.
Great.
And your eye.
What?
Yes. Go ahead and roll D8 again, Marshall, halved twice. So roll D8 twice and then half the score.
5, so I don't know if you want to do 3 or whatever. Yeah. And
3.
then a 2.
Okay. Okay. Agent Angler, you take 3 points. Nunk, you take the 2.
Okay. I'm down to 2 points.
Okay.
Did it do anything to the giant, hopefully?
When everything clears and you're able to get your senses, you see the giant stumbling and kind of looks over. You see the giant kind of look at the situation, and you see him backing off. Go ahead and make alertness rolls.
I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm going to take an automatic fail because I'm still not.
Okay.
I think we're all stunned for a round, aren't we?
Yeah, you're pretty well stunned. That's why I had you do an alertness roll rather than see what's actually happening. It's to work through the stun.
Well, I got a 3.
Okay. Angler?
I got an O something, and I can't find my other die.
Okay, well, with a no, that's fine. That's fine. You notice the giant's actually bleeding and looks a lot more solid, and you just see him kind of slowly meld back and eventually turn invisible.
So they really are susceptible to conventional damage, even though they have technology we don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is a really, it's vital that some of us get this information back to Delta Green, because the difference between disappearing into the ether or not happening in time and being damaged by a grenade is really significant.
Okay. After you guys get everything settled, yeah, most of the homunculi things are either dead or dying, and it's a short order to take out the ones that aren't fully dead. You notice after a while, especially the ones that first got blown away, have turned into kind of a pile of bone and flesh, which is rather gross, oozing out all kinds of liquids and stuff. But you're there. After a while, you don't see the giant return. It's you and Brandon there, and the road's right there. And you get the slight hints that of the first inklings of dawn coming on.
What about the car that was coming up the road?
Yeah, let's get to that. Cash, you notice Hearts is peacefully sleeping away.
I'll continue
And
to monitor her health as well, her vitals.
and you notice like a slew of park ranger cars, police cars, you name it. They're all coming up the road. It's still rather dark where you're at, but you can see the lights, all the flashing lights coming up the road, and they're headed up towards the dam.
In the order at the end of the line, is there? Are they spaced out, or are they like right tight together? I imagine they're pretty spaced out because of the natural element out here.
They are pretty well. They're pretty well spaced out. It's just basically your typical rescue formation coming up.
The last car, is it a ranger car?
It's a mix. Mostly it's the ranger cars. It would be a ranger car because it'd be ranger cars escorting police cars.
I'm going to step out from the woods with the last car and wave my hands.
Okay. No problem.
And try to get the attention of the rangers.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, no problem. You're able to flag down the ranger car, and they stop. The rangers get out and go, and they're looking at you kind of funny, going, "Who are you, sir?"
Look, we got lost in the woods. We were at the other ranger station. My friend is unconscious. We need help. I've almost got hypothermia. Can you get us back to the other ranger station, please, right away?
Us?
Yeah, he gestures to the forest, and he says she's unconscious right now.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuade roll.
I got 42 out of 45.
Okay, no problem. They kind of look at each other inquisitively, and then the one goes, "Okay, let's go."
Okay, so I'll take them so that they can help me get her to the car.
And to speed things up, it's a short order. They get you in the car and rather uneventfully take you to the Mather Ranger Station, which is big. You just notice all kinds of police and other vehicles there, and they essentially take you out, take you inside, and before you know it, they ask you to go to a side room and stay there. And there's really no way to get out. If you do resist, then we can.
I can stay there.
All right, no problem. But it's pretty clear that they've taken you to the side room, put her on there's a bed there, cot. They put her on.
He's going to change his clothes into something dry.
No problem. It's isolated, but you get the feeling that they're keeping you there, and the police are going to be coming in to talk with you at any moment.
That's fine.
So we can. So that's the situation with you both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all three of you guys there. You're able to shake off the effects except for Marshall. You guys are bleeding stuff. You guys could do first. I figure just to make things go a little bit quicker, you guys do basic first aid, cut up, take care of any cuts or wounds or anything on you there, and you're not going to bleed out. How bad is everybody?
At 5, if I do first aid, it'll be 6.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
First aid.
Angler?
And my leg is injured, so.
You're muted, Angler.
Yeah.
I only took 2 damage, so I'm
Okay.
in reasonably good shape.
All right. And Brandon looks like he's in pretty decent shape too. It looks like he may have got hit with a concussion wave and stuff, but it doesn't look like it really hit him that badly. Marshall, you're pretty well. Your eyes are still flashing and you can hardly hear anything at all. You're pretty sure your eardrums got ruptured, and you can feel the blood trickling down. Nunk is probably the worst off from you. He's been bit. And stuff, but you're able to get him stabilized and you're able to kind of get on your feet, but Nunk's gonna have a hard time getting down the road.
And the rain is more or less dead, and we're in pre-dawn.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
It's starting to quickly become pre-dawn, and about that time you notice, now this is the kind of pre-dawn, it's just, you figure it's about 4:30 in the morning, going on to 5. Still, at the longest time of the year. Before much longer, you also notice that you can hear cars coming up the road.
Shit. Well, we've really fucked this whole mission up.
Yeah,
I stumble over. I said, we got to get Brandon off the road. We got to get into hiding. At this point, we got to somehow get off this mountain.
Pick up the kid and get to the side of the road, like into the tree line or bushes or whatever is there.
And Nook, you're on board, right, with delivering Brandon to the base station, correct?
To the what? The ranger station?
Yeah, you're on board with delivering the child to Mather Station.
We have a whole bunch of questions that we're going to get asked. I don't know what to do.
If they're having us go to the station, wouldn't there be an agent waiting to take us away?
Not necessarily, but maybe.
But those were the orders you were given. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Get to the ranger station. So, do we ask for help or do we?
I mean,
I think we deliver first, find out the circumstances later. But I think it's important that the violent entities do not interfere with that. Right?
No, here they come.
I don't think the agency would tell us to go there if they didn't have a plan.
No, the agency is not that organized. The agency expects
we were
us
the
to think
first
on our
plan.
feet.
Okay, Nunk, at this time you get a little text thing on your burner phone.
Okay. So I look at my burner phone.
Okay. It says pick up for the boy en route. You'll know them when you see them.
Says somebody's going to get the boy.
Yeah, what
Let's just
about
get
us?
there. Well, we just need to lie and then get the hell out of there, and then disappear.
Okay.
Do you interpret that as we should stay put until they come for us? Like, where are they coming for us?
They didn't say. They just said that somebody's coming.
All right.
And we'll know it.
Well,
Yeah, we gotta stay. But
I think that means that we have to continue toward Mather Station.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah, get to Mather Station. Then the next orders where somebody's en route would be en route to the station because that's the only place they know to pick us up.
this is gonna be bad. All right. I don't know.
All right.
So,
To kind of, because of time, I'm going to fast forward a few things here, just a little bit. You meet up with the caravan of vehicles. They see your condition and immediately throw you in the back of an ambulance. And then they take you over to the station. Now, where they already have some EMTs waiting, and it looks like they've been busy with something on their end. So they add you to the list, and from what you gather, something else happened that has caused injuries on people, and you're not sure what's entirely going on, but you're there with several other people with various injuries and such. Brandon's taken in with you. You're all kind of kept in the medical.
hell of a storm.
area. Huh?
I just said hell of a storm.
And one of the guys looks at you and goes, "You have no idea." And this medical tent area kind of is open up to the parking lot. A lot of vehicles there and stuff. Go ahead and make alertness rolls. And you haven't seen the doctor or Hearts yet.
10.
Okay. You do notice that what looks to be federal agents are there arguing with medical personnel. And it looks like they want to come in and have a word with you, but the medicos are refusing, saying that these people are injured. You can talk with them later. All that. You also notice coming up the road towards the parking lot at a rather high speed is what looks to be a classic Shelby Cobra GT 500, red with black and white stripes, running its way into the parking lot at very high speeds.
The fuck?
And it makes a nice little, once it gets in the parking lot, it makes a nice little drift there, and it catches everybody off guard. Very flashy.
Okay.
And the passenger side door is open to nearby the opening to the medical tent. So the driver opens it and opens it up.
Did somebody get out?
Does any flashiness, is that consistent with what I was informed regarding Brandon's uncle, etc.?
No, this is you wouldn't figure that this is Brandon's uncle. The door opens and you notice the driver in the other seat there. Driver's is a 30-year-old woman. Thing that gets you, she's very pale. White hair, almost albino looking. She's got leather jacket, leather gloves, shades on. And this is just in moments, and it looks like she's waiting. She opened the door. She threw open the door and is waiting.
Waiting for what?
Can the kid walk out and get in?
Brandon's kind of halfway out of it there. He's kind of sort of waking up right now.
Is this what we're supposed to do? I don't know.
Well, the text said you'd know him when you see him.
Can we walk out without anybody noticing us?
There's enough confusion here with this person coming in and stuff that people won't notice you offhand for a few moments.
I look over at Angler, and I make a gesture like I'm tipping my cowboy hat.
Yeah.
So I sort of, yeah. I then immediately get up and I walk over if there's anybody else in the room and try to distract them.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy order to do.
So that you guys can, and I give you the gesture behind my backlight.
So Brandon's out of it. We were told that we would know it if we saw it. This ostentatious vehicle pulls up.
Yep.
Does that feel like I know it?
You get that impression. I'll give it to you. That'll give you the impression.
It's a cowboy.
Okay. Right.
And your moments are fading because people are starting to take interest, and you notice the local police and the park service are starting to walk over to the driver's side to interrogate the driver.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab a hospital robe, wrap it around the kid's skinny, weird shoulders, and walk him out to the fancy view.
What's going on? What's going on? He says.
Brandon, it's been a long, hard night, but it's time for you to go home and meet your new friends.
Okay.
We've got plenty of Doritos.
All right. And he's kind of, if you're taking him out, he kind of follows you.
So, should I roll power or something to see whether I'm being snookered? I can only assume that these are our handoff.
Okay. Well, are you anywhere near the car?
I'm walking him to the car, yeah.
Okay.
I'm walking out of the hospital toward the car.
Okay. The driver looks at you, makes eye contact, looks at you, and says, "Over here now. I gotta go to the opera."
Okay, it's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Best of luck on the exams.
Thank you. About this time, you notice everybody's trying to crowd in on your end. So without too much trouble, you're able to put Brandon in the car and close the door. And if that's what you do, the second you do that, the driver tears out of the parking lot, pushing aside some of the park personnel, some of the FBI agents and stuff, and everybody's going, "What the heck just happened?" In that moment.
Gentlemen, we got a split. And lady.
Well,
Yeah.
they're
We're in a room.
split up. They're in another room.
Oh.
So that's a good stopping point.
Let's get
Yeah.
I'm
into
gonna leave it as a cliffhanger for the future.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Friends, let's all vanish. We're done here tonight.
So are we not going to get a complete explanation for what the hell was going on?
Well, I can answer questions.
What
What
the hell is
happened?
going on?
Can we do that after?
Yeah, do you have to do the closer?
Yeah.
Let's do it after. I'll go ahead and close it up.
Okay.
Our players included Morgan Llewellyn, David Gasway, Tim Hart, Jason Melnichuk, and myself, with Ford Fitch as the keeper of the secrets. We're currently producing up to 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to become a patron, visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch that bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We like reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.